Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Thursday, September 4th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown. So if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this would be a video for you. First off, a couple quick clarifications. Number one, the candlestick that you see right there will be moving around and changing. That is because the market is still open for a small amount of time. But I like to do these videos when the market is still open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting late day price movement. Second, I'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 30 minutes worth of time. So ticker symbol number one, we are looking at OPEN. Overall, good movement today, putting some higher highs. Yeah, there was this pullback, but from the big picture, we do still have a nice overall pattern. So let's get this pattern drawn into play. There's the top part of the pattern. Here we have the bottom part. Let's change that to green to represent support. And then just to make sure everybody can see the pattern, let's keep it one color. So we have our area of resistance. We have our area of support. Have the nice upwards move right there. Then for you golfers, make it a little bit more visual. Put the golf hole down here. This would be a bull pennant pattern. Now, just because something's bullish does not mean for sure guaranteed it's going to go up. But if the price were to do something like this and then come up here and break through there, is it valid? Is it logical to throw out there a question mark of, hey, if the price breaks through there, there's a chance it could do that? Absolutely. Again, not guaranteed to happen, but a more than valid question to throw out there as a possibility. So if you like this price range down below $10, you like bull pennants, keep an eye on it. Next one here, AIHS. Very, very ugly looking chart. No doubt about that, but you longtime viewers know what I'm going to say next. There can be opportunity in the ugly, but I mean, to think that the thing shot all the way up here and has since then just been bleeding, but the price is now coming down to an area where no guarantees, but maybe, just maybe, the price finds some sort of support down here and gets a bounce. And that's because we have a kind of a double whammy of support. Support area number one, reason number one, right there, the low of that candle. That's where the price came down this morning before getting the bounce. And then reason number two is if you look at that purple line right there, the 50 period moving average, you can see that that level is essentially right at that same area. So the $3 mark right around there, again, guarantees nothing, but is it valid? Is it plausible to think that the price could come down here and maybe get some sort of bounce off that level? That is certainly a plausible scenario, but also why risk management matters, because if this thing just continues to bleed and bleed, you don't want to turn yourself into a bag holder. But if you can be disciplined, if you can manage risk, then you can certainly potentially structure yourself a nice little risk versus reward opportunity. So if you like these sorts of situations where you can potentially structure some opportunity within an overall ugly situation, then keep an eye on it. Next one here, ticker symbol UGRO, and not quite as ugly as the other one, but nonetheless, showed some strength as it came down here with some weakness. But what makes this interesting is now the price is at least starting to head back upwards. So maybe, just maybe, this is a, kind of a leading indicator that there's going to be another round of upside pressure. So we'll map out a couple key levels. In my opinion, a key technical level in the very short term is that level of resistance right there. Again, no guarantees, but if the price were to come up here and break through there, I could see that being a valid area where if the price can push up through there, that generates another round of upside buying pressure. So keep a close eye on that. If the price does roll back over, then the two key areas of support that stand out are number one right here at the 52.526 area. And if that level can hold up, then definitely the must-hold level would be that purple line right there, the 50 period. Because if the price were to go down to that level and then drop even below that, that would essentially be putting the price right back to where it started. And I mean, not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that make great moves and then literally go basically right back to where they started, not exactly a sign of any sort of genuine power. So keep an eye on these levels, and we'll see if the price can maybe make a push back up through that resistance area. Next one here, BTBD. Interesting scenario. Started off strong. Very, very rough pullback here. And when prices get down around that area, it becomes valid to say, uh-oh, was this just a pump and dump? Was this some sort of gap and trap? And seemingly not, because after that, the price actually did go sideways, with the low of that sideways movement being right there at $2.79. Now, let me be very clear, and I wish I could say trading was this easy. Just because after this pullback here, the price is now going sideways, does not mean for sure, guaranteed, without doubt, the price is done going down and the price is getting ready to curl back upwards. Now, is it a valid suggestion to throw out there? Absolutely. Case in point, let's just say that the price was still dropping, and I'm sitting here saying, hey, it's looking like the price is done going down. You'd be totally justified to say, wait, what are you talking about? Based on what? The price is literally just going straight down. But that's not the case here, right? The price has at least started to go sideways. So again, does that mean that it's a bottom? It doesn't, but at least becomes a little bit more of a plausible suggestion to throw out there. In terms of areas of resistance, seems as though the key battleground to watch right up there around 325. Next one here, NVDA. Not a whole lot to update other than just kind of pointing out that the levels I talked about previously seem to now potentially be going into effect for maybe a longer time in terms of this sideways channel pattern. But if you watched yesterday's video, hopefully remember me talking about that red line right there as resistance at basically 172.60. And wouldn't you know it, right there today is where the price got rejected. So I'm not saying that the price can never break above that level. I'm just saying it makes sense why the price did stop at that area. So as of now, in terms of, the sideways channel pattern, that would be the top part of the sideways channel pattern right there, resistance 172.60. And then as far as the opposite side of things, the bottom part of the sideways channel pattern right here, that area of support right now valid at 167.25. But as of now, yes, it is officially in the sideways channel pattern, but now really the question becomes how long will the price stay inside of the channel? So channel is defined. Now just a question of where the price goes and how long does the price stay trapped between these two levels. Real quick, want to take a break and help you solve a potential very annoying problem that is very commonplace, and that is the fact that you want to be a day trader, you want to be able to make as many trades as you want every single day, but because of that pattern day trader rule, you just are not able to do so. Well, if that describes your situation, or maybe you're just looking for a market that moves even faster than penny stocks and small caps, then definitely check out what I've been doing. Check out the link that is on the screen, and that is something that you can get involved with. It's what I'm doing for a very low amount of capital, but I do understand if all this sounds maybe a little too good to be true. What's the catch? Totally get it. That is why I invite you to check out my live stream. Start every day at 11 a.m. Eastern, and then you can come ask me questions and come see all this right before your very eyes, because like I said, totally understand if maybe you're a little bit skeptical. But if you want to kick the pattern day trading rule to the curb, be able to day trade as much as you want every single day, then definitely check out the link, or at least check out the live stream. Next one here, ticker symbol BURU. And as far as I'm concerned, I guess I won't call this a full-blown pump and up, but it is right on the edge. And what is a pump and up? A pump and up is a situation where a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes right back to where it was. So right here, from where the price was at before today, I think we can all agree, very nice move. Second part, within a relatively small amount of time. Considering this all happened in the same day, I think we can agree happened in a small amount of time. Price goes back to where it started, and the prices come all the way down here. Now, this is where I give it a little bit of leeway because, to be fair, the price has not quite gone down to where it started. But this is also why that purple line there, the 50-period moving average, is the do-or-die must-hold level right there at 0.165. Because if the price were to fall down below there, then at that point, the price is literally gone right back to where it started. So the definition of the pump and dump is complete. So we are right on the edge of a potential pump and dump. But who knows? Maybe the price can stay above that purple line and bounce. And if that's the case, then technically speaking, you have a high or low. But right now, things are looking pretty sketchy. Next one here, STI. Very, very nice final 30 minutes. You can see the volume has returned. Good solid green candle here. So we'll be interested to see if this momentum carries into Thursday. Key battleground to watch initially right here at that area of $7.50. You can see the price got actually pretty close during the 30 minutes here. But if the price can push up through there, then yeah, the chart opens up quite a bit. And I'm not saying it's going straight up to $10 or anything, but yeah, I mean, if you look at the chart here, you can see it's been a long time since the price has been up around that area. So we'll see if the price can actually push up through that area. In terms of areas of support, I think the very straightforward way to go about that is just to get this trend line in play. You can see that over the course of the day, well, I should say after the pullback here was complete, the price has been doing a very good job of honoring that stop loss. So if there's any other pullbacks along the way, as long as the price stays above that trend line right there, then overall, I don't really see any sort of massive red flags. But big picture-wise, 750 key area of resistance. Very nice last 30 minutes here. So we'll see if this momentum carries into Thursday. Next one, NIO. This will mean a little bit more to those of you that watched the video from yesterday. But if you did, hopefully remember me talking about the bottom part of the sideways channel down here at 605. And wouldn't you know it, price had a very rough opening portion of the day, came down here, not exact, but very, very close to right around that area of support. And then to give credit where credit's due, not only did the bulls hold strong, bulls were actually able to create a little bit of a push in the upwards direction. So far, so good. 605 is indeed holding strong as that area of support. So keep a close eye on that level moving forward. In terms of areas of resistance, very, very near-term level. Right now, the price, as I speak, is doing battle with it. Right there, that purple line there, 50-period moving average, currently valued at 632. So it's doing battle, like I said, as I speak. If the price can push up through there, then the next key overarching level becomes just the top part of the pattern here of the sideways channel. So again, bottom of the channel, support 605, top of the channel, resistance up there at 660. But again, like I said, before you put too much emphasis on 660, price first needs to prove itself that it can not only break above that 50-period moving average at 632, but then stay above it. Next one here, taking a look at LCFY, and overall, things pretty volatile uptrend. I mean, you had this move and then down all the way up here, then a pretty big pullback here, then all the way up there, now a pretty big pullback here. But despite all that, the uptrend remains, which is why I think a nice area to kind of just gauge the current uptrend is just that trend line right there. As I talked about previously, you can have all sorts of movements, but as long as the price stays above that line, well then by definition, the price is building a higher base. And assuming you're bullish and assuming you want uptrends, well, that's what's required for an uptrend, those higher lows. So, and it will be required to put in higher lows in order to stay above that line. So yes, there's been a whole lot of drama, some pretty big swings within the trend itself, but regardless of the swings, as long as they stay above that green line, then you can give the overall advantage to the bulls in terms of the trend. As far as areas of resistance are concerned, key area to watch right now, right there around $6.65. But in my opinion, at least, I'm a little bit more intrigued by that level right there and whether or not the price can stay above that trend line. But all in all, big movement today, big volume. We'll see if this uptrend carries into the next couple days of the week. Next one here, TSLA Tesla, and overall started off so nice on the day. Got the big move up, did a great job of consolidating out here. Unfortunately, though, late day, price broke below that level, and it has been bleeding ever since. Now, it's not like it went all the way back down to where it was down at this area. But nonetheless, it is now pushed down below both these key moving averages, which is not the greatest sign. So headed into Wednesday, the sooner the price can get back above these two levels, which right now are basically valued at the same level, 336.25, the better. So again, even if the price gets above it, there's still work to be done. But what you don't want to see is for the price to continue to drop further below those moving averages, because the lower it drops, then the more and more of this whole movement here, which was very nice today, has been completely wiped away. So as of now, a lot of strength. You can still make an argument in some senses of, and I'm kind of, you could still say that this is some sort of bull flag, bull pennant. But like I said, those arguments completely fall apart if this thing drops even further and gets closer to that 326.40 mark, which on that note is definitely a very, very important level of support. So I'm not saying the price is headed down there, but if the price does go down to that level, then you certainly want to see the price behave as it's done previously, where it's, found some support right there and there. But yeah, no doubt about it. Very, very nice start to the day. Disappointing afternoon. Disappointing to see the price now back below these moving averages, but who knows? We'll see if the price can curl back up above those, because the sooner the price can get back above those moving averages, the better. So that wraps up the top 10 list. Again, if you are sick and tired of the pattern day trader rule, or if you just want a market that trades even faster than penny stocks and small caps, then definitely check out the links here and see the market that I've been trading. Or worst case, if you're super skeptical, come check out the live stream. Come ask me questions. I would love to ask any questions for you on the live stream itself. So definitely some things to consider, especially like I said, if you are very annoyed and frustrated by that pattern day trading rule. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the live stream.